Hello folks. Been a couple of days since I've last been able to stream. It's been a bit weird going this long without it. What was it? Saturday, I think? Which arguably isn't that long for normal situations, but I've been playing a lot more regularly recently. There we go. I was wondering why the music wasn't coming through. Welcome. Sorry I am a bit late for those who know my normal start time. I was doing some stuff this morning, which is good. Just getting some work done, which was nice, and lost track of time. I looked at the clock and it was like 10 past 1 or something like that, and I hadn't had lunch yet, so yeah, I'm a bit late. I had to go cook and eat some lunch. But it is now time to get started on some Minecraft. I was playing yesterday a bit. Actually, a bit. I think it was just under 8 hours or something. It was a long time. Yeah, all in one session too. I just sat down and played. But the majority of what I did, apart from a little bit of experimentation with Create, majority of what I did was just mine. Just mine. 8 hours of mining. Some of that was spent actually going through the mines. So I found I ran out of diamond, which I'm not entirely sure how I managed. But anyway, I did run out of diamond. And I needed more. So I finished off my enchanted tools, or, the required enchanted tools. So last Saturday I finished my diamond pickaxe, which gave me silk touch. But yeah, I decided to work on an iron one, funnily enough, not a very good idea, but we'll get to that in a moment, to try and get a loot. It's not looting, what is it? Fortune pickaxe. So I finished that. I've got a fortune pickaxe now. It is more efficient for some things, so it's hard. Even with fortune, I believe 3, it still gives me very limited enchanting options. Yeah, let's try that again. Still gives me very limited multiplication. So with Create, I get, for any ores, normal level ores that I get through Silk Touch, it's 1 ore with a 75% chance of a second. If I get a Silk Touch Deep Slate version, it's 2 with a 25% chance of a third. So you're getting between 1 and 3 ores per block. If you use looting, which isn't looting, fortune, then you're getting between 1 and 5. So there are times when I would break a block and I actually get less than the minimum I could get, which is disappointing. But overall, I think it is more beneficial to use the fortune pick for ores, so things like iron ore, gold ore, zinc ore, all those sorts of things. And it is more efficient to use Silk Touch when I've got redstone or lapis, because crushing them always gives me like 9 or 10 or something, whereas a fortune is between 4 and 10 or 4 and 9 or something. So I actually think the maximum is higher for the crushing and the minimum is higher for the crushing, so crushing's just better. But yeah, that's not the normal state. So anyway, my quarry's a little bit further down. I think I took it down, to estimate 10 levels? Estimate, I don't actually remember what it was, but I would estimate 10 levels. I dropped it. would be helpful if I could spell right, yeah? It's infrastructure. There you go. I spelled it wrong in my title. Whatever. It can stay spelt wrong. It's not the end of the world. Sorry guys, I'm just putting out the live notification in Discord. I am hoping at some stage to set up a public Discord. But yeah, at the moment it's a private channel, private service, so it sort of notifies my friends and that's about all. I had wanted to do this weeks ago. There's a lot of stuff that I want to improve. I want to fix up all the videos on YouTube. I want to do some video editing. So they're shorter form videos for those who don't want to watch like 6 hours just to see me build half a building type of idea. So there's some work there. There's the write-ups that I want to do. Images, my profile picture is not a bad photo of me, but I did a very quick edit on it just to take away the background, and it's obvious, like you can see the halo effect where I haven't cut enough of the background out. It's things like that. There's a lot of stuff that I want to do to improve the professional nature of the entire thing, but look, it takes time. Actually, I will change the title. Now that I know it's wrong, it's annoying me. Infrastructure. Yep, there's a lot of R's in that word. Anyway. Yeah, so there's a lot of work I want to do to the channel, but it takes hours. And like, I'm trying to do this as a full-time job, so the time isn't an issue. But I'm so I've got Wednesday afternoons and Saturday afternoons dedicated to gaming, or content, but theoretically gaming for the most part. But I've been spending a lot more time doing it, as you may well know. I've spent a lot of Thursdays, Fridays doing it, some Mondays, though that's not as usual, Sundays even occasionally. This means I've put in a lot of live hours, which is good, but if you're not doing the job well, is it really worth it? I don't know. So yeah, I actually intended to start streaming about 11 o'clock this morning, but I figured that I should probably stop and do other work instead because I would get to play Minecraft later. So yeah, I waited instead, and I think it was a good decision, even if it did leave me finishing late, starting the stream late, finishing work late. So yeah, it's just such as life. I need to make some better decisions, but that was what I was doing this morning, trying to think through some things. Yeah, I've made a lot of changes very quickly, and they haven't all been well thought out. Maybe I will say. So yeah, today was just starting the process of making better decisions, or more supporting the decisions that I've already made. So just going, okay, what's the decision I've made? Why have I made them? Do I want to keep it? So yeah, spent a fair bit of time doing that today. Sorry, I am just looking where that one. What am I looking for? I am looking for the photo of what I was wanting to build. There we go. It would be good to know what I'm trying to build. So let's get on to the game. And yeah, my picture's missing. Just give me a moment. I'll turn the camera back on. There we go. I might leave the camera in the middle, bottom middle. It actually seems to work well for a lot of games, but anyway. Actually, no, it doesn't work for Minecraft. So let's move it. Where should I move it, do you think? Top right? Let's try up there. Actually, top left might be the best idea, actually. So I don't think there's anything up there. Let's try there. Alright. Let's go into the world. So, while that's loading up, let's just put this up. So this is the sort of building that I'm wanting to build. So you've got, yeah, I didn't think you could do that. You've got half. So that's the building that I'm building. Each one of them will be home for 2 villages, maybe a third, I'm not entirely sure. And obviously they're stackable, so not vertically but horizontally stackable, repeatable, something like that. So that's the sort of idea that I'm looking at, and I'm planning on, whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. That's going to be the player home, is the intention at some point. Nope, wrong one. That could have been disastrous. Had the wrong keyboard in front of me. Problem with using 2 devices, one for gaming, one for streaming, is you've got 2 sets of I/O. Right. Let us start. So, oh yeah, one of the other things I did yesterday was get some diamond armor. So I've now got all the diamond I need for a full set, and there's actually the chest piece up in the enchanting table. But I figured, while it's not enchanted, the steel is good enough. The diamond is not enough of an improvement to make it worthwhile putting on until it's enchanted. But I've got Fire Protection 3, Depth Strider 2, Feather Falling 4, Unbreaking 3 on the boots. And I've got Protection 4 and Unbreaking 3 on the leggings. So I'm pretty happy. My armor is now at a reasonable level. And we're getting there. Then I've got my Iron Pick of Fortune 3, Efficiency 5, Unbreaking 3, and then the Diamond, which you know, Efficiency 5, Silk Touch, and Unbreaking 3. I spent a total of about, I'd say about an hour underground yesterday, collecting ores, and I got so many ores that by the time I got back up, I filled more than a double chest worth of content for me to crush and turn into crushed ores and things like that. Now let's see if I can get over here fast enough. I have a feeling it's too late. I think I might have done a bit more on the roof up there too. But that's a good point. I think I did do some roofing up there. Still ran out of clay. Which brings me to today. Please tell me it's still there. Hey. So, I found out today, unexpectedly so, that you can actually create clay. Which makes me a little bit disappointed in Just Enough Items, which is really unfair to Just Enough Items. But you can see here all the different ways of getting clay, which is putting 4 clay balls together. What nobody told me was that you can actually create it with mud and dripstone blocks, which is awesome. So the first thing we're going to do today is create a clay patch. Yeah, clay patch. Let's call it a clay patch. That's going to be our first task for today. Just don't know where to put it. Maybe let's just put it here. Yeah, sure, let's just put it here. So what I'll do is I will grab dirt. No, I won't. What I will do is start digging up the dirt that's already here. So, how much dripstone do I have? 100. So 100, 9 by 9. No. Well, yes, 9 by 9 would be 81. But I need to put them top and bottom, is my understanding. So half of that. Let's do a 5 by 5 square then. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll just dig this out. Now theoretically I only need it 3 or 4 blocks deep, I think. But for the sake of it, we're going to take it down a little bit further. For the reason of the dripstone blocks themselves can be put together into dripstone block. The dripstone the pointed dripstone. Maybe that's the wording for it. Where's that dirt? Pointed dripstone can be put into a let's just do that. I might be able to do this neater later. But for now we're doing more a proof of concept than anything else. And we'll do a staircase down here. So the dirt will go here. So that's the mud level. Actually, no. That's the mud level. That's the dripstone level. That's air 1, air 2, air 3, and dripstone. I think that'll be good. And then we'll just go into there. Now what I'll do is come back up here. Another 2. That is not working. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay. Alright, let's put it here then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 3. Was it really 6 blocks down? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow. It's a deep hole. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I just miscounted. And we do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I think yeah, that's looking good. Cool. And now we'll just do that. And we'll dig out the center here. Might fill this back in. I'll dig this down. So, I found out today that in Minecraft 1.19 a new way of making clay was put in by Minecraft. I haven't tested this, so there is a chance that this is incorrect information, and I will do all this work and start waiting for clay only to find out that it was not true. But let's hope that's not the case. It appears that if you put mud above a dripstone block, the water will drip from the mud through to the dripstone block. It will create a pointed dripstone underneath, and so a stalagmite and a stalactite, and it will eventually dry out the mud block into a clay block. So, provided that is the truth, that is what we're setting up here. A settling pan, or a draining pan, I think is probably more accurate. So the idea is I'll put a whole heap of mud blocks down, then I will leave it, and over time it will turn into clay. Miscalculation. Whatever, we'll just have it one deeper. It's not the end of the world. So 5 by 5 is 25. 25 plus 25 is 50. I could have done 7 by 7. Alright, let's increase this. The larger the pan, the faster or the higher I'll get stuff out of it. So it's well and truly worth it. Alright. And now let's dig that down. My goodness. I understand that was a shock, but that was poor reaction. Thank goodness I checked. One, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. Right. And now what we do is dig out this thing. So we're just expanding the vat by 2 blocks for the purposes. Stone, please. I think my sensitivity was too high on my mouse. I think that was the issue. Oh yes, one of the other things I did was actually put to work a mod that I added a couple of days ago. So this mod will allow me to edit how long time takes. So I have made the length of the day 4 times longer than the normal Minecraft day, and I have made the length of the nights 25% longer, I believe. I might be slightly off with my math there, but I believe that's what we're at now. So yeah, an improvement over what it was. So yeah, our days are now a reasonable length of time in terms of real world to game time. So that's nice. And our nights are slightly longer, but not ridiculously so. And realistically, I'm still sleeping through them. But if I do choose to stay up, then they are that slight bit longer, which makes them more annoying and makes me want to sleep more. I may increase this even more, but given how I felt yesterday, I think I'm pretty happy. So we'll probably leave it this way, at least for the shortish term. So my disappointment about having the iron pickaxe is because the steel pickaxe, I thought it was just a little bit, like 30% extra durability, but I think it's probably closer to, I want to say even more than 50%, to be honest. It's a crazy amount of extra durability, and it just means that it's a complete waste to have it on iron, because even with the extra durability, the iron is not that good. So yeah, it's a bit disappointing. I probably need the scaffolding for this. Nope. I do not have enough mud. Where'd he go? Okay, that was an unintended defense mechanism. I do probably need to put some of these down here though, so that we don't get monsters spawning. And I can't put them right up against the walls because that will stop the dripstone, pointed dripstone from growing, if it grows at all. So yeah, we'll see if this works. For the sake of it, I seem to remember a comment about needing the points there already. Yeah, so I may find I have to go and collect some of them. We'll see. This is an experiment. For all I know, it won't work at all. But it does seem like this will give me clay, and that will be awesome. Now I think I can make mud by putting bottles of water on them. For which I only have one. Bit frustrating. Do I have buckets of water? No. But Oh. Oh, that works. Ah. That less so. Wow, my Oh wow. Is it seriously that quick? Okay. I expected it to take like 5 to 10 minutes minimum, like real world time. That was like 5 to 10 game minutes. So I wonder. And there's those stupid things again. I have a feeling that I'm going to have those every night. I wonder if that's something to do with it being hard? No. That looks like a vulture. Ah. Yeah, I think this might be something I did yesterday. This tank was over there, so I moved all the stuff from the tank. So there were only 11 or 12 buckets worth of stuff in there. I moved that. Into the copper create barrels that were here. Then I moved this unit over to here. And then moved all the creosote oil from the copper tanks, the create tanks, into the immersive engineering tanks, because this stuff takes 512 buckets. Yes, 512 buckets. Whereas the create one was taking... It's 8 buckets per tank, I believe. So I had a bank of 3 tanks. So 3 tanks, was it 4 or 5 tanks high in the end, because I just was creating too much creosote oil, and I just kept filling them up. They were 24 each, so I must have had 6. No, that's 3. What's 3 times 8? 24. Yeah. So I had 3 highs, 3 triples. So a total of what, 72,000 millibuckets, so 72 buckets, and I had them nearly filled. So this thing holds 12 buckets, but each of those blocks creates like 6 buckets or something. So yeah, you put it into here, which holds 512, which is much better and should help with automation and stuff later when it's all in one place. But yeah, it was a bit of a pain to move. So I'm glad that's done. Okay, so it might have just been a coincidence that it happened so quickly, because I didn't get another one. Now I want to get fencing. I want to protect this, just so you're not going to accidentally fall down into it. So if you fall down into it, it's going to be intentional. It's the outcome of that. Well, I guess I am expanding closer to the woods. Shouldn't be surprising that I'm finding myself under attack. So yeah, we'll fence off this area so you can't accidentally fall down into it. Don't know how we're gonna do this. Alright, so it's not going to go ultra fast, but it's not going to be anywhere near as slow as I expected either. So there is talk of turning this into a farm, like automating it, which I could do, but I don't think it has any true... at this point, I think it's just as easy to use the automated version. So theoretically those will grow, and it does prove now that the rest of these won't do it without the dripping. So I'll duck down quickly into the quarry and grab some more of the drips, the pointed bits. Because the fact is, that's a relatively fast turnaround. And given how much I need, I can't believe you can't stack the bottles. Very inconvenient. I'll shove them up in the crusher. Actually, yeah, no. I was just wondering if you could put it the other way. But no, you can't turn them back into the pointeds. Yeah. So let us duck down into here. Because the problem is I've not been building buildings because I just can't get enough clay. I can't do the roofs, so I can't build the buildings. Now that I can build the roofs, now that I can mass produce clay, yeah, I kind of gone 10 blocks down, 5 maybe. Let's expand this. You can see I started, I did some minor improvements to the mine itself, adding staircases to places and whatnot, just to make it easier to traverse. So obviously that staircase is partially built, but the most important one is the one over here, just the one to the deep. Actually, I'll show you guys, may as well. So for those of you who remember things easily, you'll remember that we come up here, but then we used to go up a small 1x1 block thing. Now we've got a highway from here down to deep slate. So I spent a bit of time on this yesterday, not a massive amount. I didn't spend hours to make it look nice, but I decided to spend some time and make it look nice. So it now looks nice. And we might pick up the rest of this dripstone. That's not really what I wanted to do. Dripstone has a lot of purpose in my current circumstances, but it is annoying in a mine. Anyway, so looking forward to getting a decent amount of clay and being able to build some buildings and make this feel like a real town. I'll be able to finish my quarry main building, and once I finish the quarry main building and some public housing, things like that, there'll start to be more and more of a desire to build factories and ability to build factories. Like, that'll open brick to us properly, not just the occasional one here or there, but proper main brick buildings. And with that then open to us, how'd you get there? Actually, I might just make as many of these as I can, because I believe I ran out on my way up to the top. So I will want more of these. Right, so what did I need? 40, I needed 50-ish of those, so I still need more. And the extra dripstone can be put through the mill. Yep, sorry, forgot you could log those, waterlog those. I like this music. It's not what I would have normally chosen, but hey, it's good. Let's dig that down, hey? It's not urgent, but it would make things simpler. Just saves me all the jumping. And there's no point putting staircases to go up and down that small hill, so... Yeah, this is just... What's it called? Just give me a sec. Happy acoustic music. With the music provider I use, Epidemic Sound. It's good stuff. Yeah, of course it's one level up. Oh well. Okay, that wasn't an expected outcome. I'm not sure I'd call this acoustic, but it sounds good anyway. Actually, I wonder what the actual definition of acoustic is. Because just thinking over that, it may very well be technically acoustic. Because yeah, I was thinking something along the lines of like just acoustic guitar and things like that. And it's like, okay, well, if an acoustic guitar is acoustic, then it implies that a non-acoustic is an electric. And if that's the case, then an acoustic song is not lacking in specific instruments, but instead lacking in a specific type of instrument, as in electric. So I guess it's music you can play without electricity, is acoustic. So this is obviously recorded using electricity, but it's created with non-electric components. Alright, come with me. I don't know how you got locked there. Let's go back up top. I wonder where you had gone, or even my kitten. I bred 2 cats together last night, and got a kitten, but I have no idea where the kitten went, or honestly the majority of the cats I had. I'm not entirely sure I care that much, but I don't know. The teleportation is scary. It's just like, no cat, no cat, no cat, cat. I want to make this part easier. Nah, it doesn't matter. Excuse me, cat. Please. Go that way. That way. That way. You do know we're stuck here until you move. Hey. Thank you. And it's for reasons like that I'm questioning whether I want the cat here. It's just, it adds some complexity in the game mechanic sense. Complexity I'm not sure is worth adding. But I wanted a cat, so I now have a cat. However I feel about that, I now have 2 cats. And possibly a kitten, but I have a feeling it died. I was working with dripstone, there is a legitimate chance I dropped some pointed dripstone on them. So the question is, will that give me 2? No. Oh well. Ah. Now that obviously makes sense now. Yeah, cats, I wouldn't suggest being down here. It's a veritable rain chamber. I believe that will give me more dripstone, and will obviously give me more clay. So we'll put them together. They can go away. That needs crushing. That can go away. That needs smelting. That needs crushing. That can be crushed. Honestly, let's put all that in the crushing machine. And see what else it's crushed. So in terms of my diamond equipment, I'm just waiting on more. Oh. Wow. How much have I lost? Wow. Hopefully I haven't lost too much. Wow. Don't know why I still have the copper ingots. Anyway, the rest of that needs either to be compressed and put away, or it needs to be smelted. So, let's take it down and smelt it. Let's take it down and smelt it. I was going to check the clay. Automation is something that I'm really wanting to get. Ooh. Hello. Okay. For the sake of it, I want an emerald. Oh yeah, I took away the... So I want to put that in there, and I want to put that in there. Theoretically, he is maybe able to repair that tool for me. If he can, that saves me enchanting levels and something else. Resources, possibly. You know what? No, because I want the... Okay. No, wrong button. No, how do we make it? No, that's what you do with it. How do you make it? Okay, that is how you make it. They're all crafting options. Blasting, obviously. No. Oh, neat. Right, so bulk blasting turns it into copper, but I want the experience. Yeah. So it's not an option. I have to use those. And there's no way of doing that. I'm collecting ingots, experience ingots. Which is disappointing, but not the end of the world. Nope, wrong one. Actually, can I compress them? No. I want to compress these ones. So obviously, eventually, this will be automated method. And where did all the redstone go? Did I put it in here? Possibly. I did. Wow, look at how much redstone there is. Industrial. Yeah, okay. It's a lot of redstone dust. really like this music. Like, it's not stuff that I would learn to sing along to, I don't think. It's not like in that sense. It's just like, it's chill. It's good. What do you want, sir? You're not buying anything. And I don't have the emeralds to waste on purchasing stuff I do not need. Ugh. Let another chicken out. I'm not yawning. That was the villager. Alright. Have you done anything? You haven't upgraded, so it doesn't give them experience. Okay. Interesting. I think it healed it, just not as much as I would have liked. So we'll put 2 in there, see if that improves it any significant amount. We'll go from there. Right, now I need... Actually, let's go back this way. I'm keeping all this crushed stuff here so that it doesn't get lost in my inventory, which I guess I shouldn't care too much about, because if I need it, I'll go to find it. Yeah, okay. So it just doesn't heal it completely. For that matter, do I have more emerald on me? No, I left it in here. Okay. In that case, let's like put 15 in there, which is way more than it needs for the job to be complete. And we'll see if he takes more than is needed, or if he only takes what is needed. What we'll do, actually, I might put it up here. Interestingly enough, there's not enough of that there. You may notice some villagers walking around in equipment, armoured equipment and whatnot as well. I made, I believe, 3 armoured guards yesterday, which is nice. Just a bit of defence for the village. Put that one in there then. Do I get to watch him do it? There you go. So that was 2 emeralds to take it up to reasonably high level. That is awesome. I don't have to worry about experience or anything. You just put in your tools and the guy will replace them for you. That is absolutely awesome. Actually, I need that sword. Which means that I can now do my enchanting and not be afraid that it's going to kill my equipment. Come on, please do it. So this is one of the mods. This is obviously not part of normal Minecraft. Yeah, fine, I'll use my axe if I'm under attack. I've got a lot of creosote. That's how you make it. What do you use it for? Ooh. I didn't know that. You can make torches with it. That's interesting. You can use it as a fuel. Okay. is really interesting. Yeah, I want to know if you... No, I know it's frustrating. Ah, okay. That's what I did wrong. So they have to be kept square. Yeah, I tried to put them side by side and it wasn't working. And I could have sworn that you could do it, but it needs to be square, so fair enough. Sorry, that was just something random I was looking at. What was I? Oh, yeah, okay. So I can use that to keep a sorry, brain just turned off. I can use all that creosote to burn furnaces and things like that, which is good. Because otherwise I've got very little use for it. You do need it for treated wood planks, which is why I'm storing it. But once that's done... Alright. I think the easiest method will just be to dig up the whole vat. Then put down the mud that's not yet being transformed. Given how fast it is, my original intention was to just take out the clay or wait until it was finished. But given how fast it happens, it's probably actually just worth taking it all up and restarting the process on the few blocks that haven't finished yet. So you don't do it, obviously, take up the whole thing when there's only a couple of blocks done, but other than that... Alright, emeralds can go in, clay can stay there. Or not, I guess. Blocks go in there. Then I want water. Not the water wheels. I want glass bottles. And obviously I want mud. Oh wow. Like, it's nearly so fast I'm not sure having a big pan like this is even worth it. Like, just look at that. Already got another one. I do think, like, Minecraft is obviously doing things like allowing the slow turn of things over time just in being part of nature. They should be doing it to dirt as well. Dirt that's underwater should turn into mud just over time. I just think it would be a good addition. So good, it's working so well. None of these are growing though, at least not yet. So we'll see if they ever grow. I may have completely wasted all that extra space. We shall see. Anyway, let's leave that for now. We have a reasonably large amount of clay very quickly. Let's just check up on this again. Yep, that's what I was concerned of. Part of this is obviously leaving the experience. I really need to automate that system better. Is it still working away? Looks like it's finished. It is actually finished. Wow. That has been working non-stop. For, I would guess, 3 or 4 hours. I've just had stuff working through there. So to have that finished is like, wow, awesome. Alright, so with this clay, I need to turn it into terracotta, obviously. Which we'll race over here to do. While that's turning into terracotta, I will use the existing amount of terracotta that I've got to finish off the roof of this warehouse, storehouse, one of the two. Sure, just throw that in there. That is right. I ran out of grey dye. So it's black and white, obviously. Crushing charcoal gives me a 10% chance, not worth it. 10% chance. 10% chance. Yeah, so no. We are putting white and black together. Now I do think there's something I need to know for this. Yeah. Bone meal makes 2 white dye. So, let's race over. Again, all this walking. It gets ridiculous, to be honest. And this is a relatively small village. But, in saying that, everything is manual. There is nothing automated yet. There are a couple of machines. Actually, that's not quite true. Some things are automated. I am automatically getting the creosote out of the machine type of idea. Let's just put 26 in there. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. I want a crafting table. Can't think of where a crafting table would be. I think the closest one is down next to the steel smelter. Yeah, I must say, the amount of steel I've got. Actually, that is a good point. That is a really good point. I am probably actually at the point. Where's a stone cutter? There's one up there. Ah, that's the other one. The one in the smithy. Well, that's obviously not what I wanted to do. The one problem is when you get to this point and it's this late and you realistically want to be going to bed, but you can't because it's not yet time, but it's so close that it's not worth waiting. I can't tell if this is increasing the amount of resources I'm gathering. Not that it really matters, but the only reason I'm using a golden hoe is because it's got looting on it, or whatever it is. So if it's not actually helping the situation, then one would question why I'm using it. I guess I've got it, I may as well use it. But I was going to turn it into a golden nugget. I did that with a number of other items yesterday. Golden armor I'd collected from somewhere. Don't actually know where it came from. Reminds me of SpongeBob. Wow, I didn't realise the cats went to sleep on you. That's something I wanted. There's a mod that allows you to choose certain block types for you to move faster on. So like path blocks allow you to move at 1.5 speed type of idea. Had been intending on installing that, but I forgot. Right, let's go finish my storehouse roof. Actually, before we do that, let's go and deal with this. This is so frustratingly efficient. Actually, for ease of use, I might just lay down full-on dirt rather than mixing with dirt and mud, because you only get a partial put down if you just fill the place with dirt. Anyone know what the bottle O enchanting does? I assume it's experience. Okay, that's an interesting issue. You can't put it on grass. Means digging up certain ones and re-putting down. What are the cats doing in water? I know they don't want to be there. Cool. That's that thing done. That was the last song on the playlist, I think. Let us start it again. It will eventually get boring, but it's not yet. That's the problem with programs like systems like this. They've got such a limited amount of music for copyright reasons, like it's the same reason I'm using it. But there are limits to what they've got. While it is understandable, why'd I go in there? It's still frustratingly small amount of songs to choose from. some more ore in. And then just for the sake of it, put them straight away. I'm not at a dire stage. I'm going through my food quickly. I guess I am running most places now. Let's finish off this roof. It's like so close. I got so close yesterday. Just missing the last few bits, and it's like, really? And that's it, that's the roof. You could potentially argue that ends like that could be improved on, but I'm not going to. I think it looks nice enough, and while improvements could be made, obviously, it's good enough that I'm willing to leave it that. Cool. It's building 1 complete. Now I just need to finish the roof up there, but that needs a lot more. I think I was saying this before and never finished my idea. Part of the issue with immersive engineering, and not issue, but part of the difficulty of using it, is the necessity to get resources. Like you need treated wood, so you need creosote, and that takes heaps of coal. I now have heaps of creosote. Like, that's a massive amount. That's 150 buckets of creosote. That's like, I've got enough. You need heaps of steel. I've got like 1 or 2 stacks of the stuff, I believe now. And the ability to get more. I'm getting decent amounts of iron at the moment. And could probably increase it even further. And I've got a whole heap of the other ores now as well. So I could probably get immersive engineering functioning now. It's probably easier than create, to be honest. Partly because of familiarity, partly because it's just a simpler mod. Electricity, as part of my thinking earlier today for other reasons, electricity makes life so much easier. Yeah, you can do stuff with cogs and gears and things like that, and we still use a lot of it, like your car uses it. But all the creature comforts that you like in your car, they all come from electricity. It's just the actual moving of it that comes from gears. So it's just, yeah. Electricity makes things a lot easier. And I'm probably at the point now where with a tiny bit of further expansion with Create, I would be able to get serious expansion with immersive engineering. Because one of the biggest things is it's inefficient to get metal plates. Create will speed that process up and make it more efficient. And at the moment, I've got so much iron that the little bit of iron you waste on the hammers isn't that bad. And that will allow me to get the immersive engineering stuff. So there's some serious reason to get started on immersive engineering. But at the same time, I'm not sure what purpose of immersive engineering would have. Most of the stuff you can do with it can be done with Create, and is a better multiplier. I think lighting might be one of the main reasons I use immersive engineering, to be honest. And the gun. Immersive engineering allows you to build a gun. That'll be awesome. Oh, and mining. Okay. So Create allows you to It does take away multiplication though. But it's just speed it up so much. Yeah, we'll see. I might actually... Create has that drill, but it requires a machine to function, so it's not particularly... Like, it's got its uses, but it's not just useful in everything. In comparison, the immersive engineering one can be taken with you. So roofing is still the issue. Let that go for a little longer. Alright. Let's have a look at the train track. So it takes a nugget, deployed onto a slab, a second nugget, and then a press. How do you make it? Okay, realistically, ethanol is what I want. Biodiesel is what I want, which takes plant oil, ethanol, and nitrate. How do you get nitrate? Okay, so I need the crusher. And I need a lot of sand. Okay. Ooh, it superheats it. Interesting. So I need seed oil and I need ethanol. So how do you make seed oil? You compact any seed. Yeah, okay. So let's make whatever that's called. So I need a block of iron, andesite casing, and a shaft. Block of iron, andesite casing, and a shaft. Actually, for the sake of it, let's just make 2 of them. So, what we're going to do is going to come up here and we're going to make I think one of our first real factories. after this, apparently. I really, really, really want to create trains. Once I've got trains, I think we'll... Like, I need trains for automation. That's effectively where we're at. So until I can get trains, we're at a real impasse, let's say. I wanted that dirt. Come back, bottles. In a fair way. Honestly, automating this would be really, really good. I wonder if I can. Now, do I build it here? That's the question. Where do I build it? So what am I building? I am building a... No, I don't really want to build it there, to be honest. Maybe I do, though. Sort of want to build a tower here. Maybe I do build it here. The question I've got is, how am I doing the railway? Because that's sort of the next thing on the cards, the next intended target. Is moving towards that sort of thing. Let's get the engineer's manual. Find heavy machinery. Oh, that's right, I want the excavator. I want the refinery. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 1, 2, 3. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So where is... diesel generator. So what's the thermoelectric then? Ah, okay. Ooh, block of uranium. That's how you use uranium. But uranium to water, I guess it's only losing 100 Kelvin. So why you bother? This is nothing you can run from. Hope you make it. So thermoelectric generators are another option of power generation and work without the use of any mechanical parts. Instead, they use the temperature gradients between two sources. Gradient isn't the right word there. The temperature difference between two sources. Placing a hot fluid on one side and a cold fluid on the other generates an energy based on the difference between the two temperatures. The list below contains other non-fluid blocks which can be used as sources. Lava is a fluid and so is water. Another mistake, but anyway, minor. So if I put a block of uranium on one side and ice and water on the other, then I will get a differential of 1700 Kelvin. But my assumption is that it's not a very high source of power. But it would be constant. And I can easily build one now. Alright. Copper coil. Oh. Constantan. So how do I make that? Okay, none of those ways. You mix nickel and copper. Okay. Nickel and copper. No. Seriously? That's all the nickel I've got? Do you use it in brass, do you? No. Have I just got that little nickel? Alright, well, let's take that. There's a chance that there's a stack of 64 or more over in the furnace place anyway. But man, if not, nickel's going to be a real issue. Just go up here for the sake of it. Yep, no, 41 ingots. That's all I've got of nickel. That's an appallingly small amount. And will become a serious issue. Do I have uranium in here? No, alright. I think I've got enough uranium for a block. Ah. Yeah. Actually, no, let's not do that. I need more terracotta. Sure, doesn't really matter. Grab the nickel. Don't know why I keep doing that. Grab that. How do you make a straw? Bamboo. Ah, in a roller, which I don't have. Okay, roller. Fair enough, didn't spell it right. And these are casing. Fine, get in my way. It's weird how short some of the Create ingots are compared to regular ingots. Which isn't a problem. Ingots do come in different sizes. You'll notice a gold ingot will generally be a lot smaller than a steel or an iron in real life. I'm not sure whether, how much of that's because of are ingots weight based? Or something like that, so I don't know. There could be multiple reasons for that size difference, but they are different sizes. Could just be value. Like there's no point putting that much gold all in one ingot because nobody would want that much or something like that. Because ingots are there for convenience, so that could be the reason. plates. Do I have any iron plates? I don't think so. No. Hammer. Which I'll need another one of soon. Actually, I can make plates with that, can't I? Okay. So what's that then? An andesite funnel. Okay, so it's the input and output. So what's the difference between a tunnel and a funnel? Okay. Why exactly one? Interesting. Very interesting. So anyway, I want funnel. So andesite and kelp. Sorry, what was that? Yeah. Let's just grab 5 of them because I have a... Oh. Yeah, no, that's fine. I don't think that's a great waste. So, I want to hammer some iron. What was I making? The mill, so I only need 1. Put them there and there. I need shafts. Let's try that again, hey? From memory, that's pretty cool. So that's a rolling mill, and I want a piece of bamboo. Hopefully my sword is now repaired. Nope. Okay. I just need to have a look to see. Okay, I have no clue where the rotating part of that is then. But let's put it there. Yeah, there we go. That was my assumption. Okay. Okay, it might be going too slow. Yeah, that looks like it's too slow. Perhaps not. That just has to be at the top. And I missed. Alright, let's see if this works. Excuse me. Now, what did I want in there? I wanted brass, nickel, I believe. Brass and nickel. Good. Cat. My cat decided he wanted a drink in very hot liquid. Go figure. Right. Now I was making a thermo electric generator. So I wanted 5 plates and I think I've got enough for 10 now. Steel ingots, which I've got no problems. Low voltage wire coil. I don't remember if I've got any of them. No. Low voltage coil. I want copper wire around a stick. For that I want copper. I want wire cutters. That's the other thing. Actually, I've got copper wire there already. Stick. I'll grab that stuff. I have a feeling that I unfortunately need the treated sticks. But for the sake of trying, no, I don't. Alright, let's make them. Why did that happen? Okay, whatever. I only want to beat 5 of them. Ooh. Okay. Uranium. It would appear that I don't have any uranium either. I could have sworn I picked some up. So is it just sitting over here then in the crusher? Or has it somehow been lost, I guess? Gold, copper, zinc, silver, lead, aluminium, uranium. Okay, I have 10 and I need 9 for this. So, wow, that's close. I don't think I'm going to get to building any villagers' houses today, unfortunately. I had wanted to, but partially due to distraction, partially due to just not having the roofing material, I am yet to get to any villagers' housing. Oh, there's all that. Let's throw in the uranium. Yep, take out that dirt. Sure, throw in the kelp because I'll want that anyway. Just a little bit unsure what to grab. They were called capacitors. Apparently they are not anymore. Let's flick through here, see if we can find immersive engineering-ish looking stuff like that. And see if we can find power generation stuff. What is that? Ah. Accumulator. I want a low voltage accumulator. Lead plate, redstone acid. How do I get redstone acid? Water and redstone. Well, that's not a difficult comparison, is it? Alright, so there should be 2 redstone acids. Treated, I want lead, treated, and iron. I've got iron. That's enough for 1. Wow, this whole process is taking a lot more than I expected. Alright, let's get that stuff burning. I don't need them. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. I don't think. We'll find out later if I need that, I guess. I can put one of them away. That's copper, so I'm not looking for any of them. I need 2 more of them. That's all I needed. Hang on. I didn't need that much. Hammer's missing. Nope. I'm just blind. Funny, I think that's the first time I've ever used the well. Alright. Now I'm not sure if I can see how much is accumulated in one of them. Yeah, no. So that will allow me to accumulate, but that's not really what I wanted. I didn't realise the cat slept with you. That's very nice of it. It apparently gave me a feather. So I want a voltage reader. Multimeter. Compass, copper, stick. And I put all the sticks away. Now the uranium into a block. I need the bucket of water. So the reason I'm doing this is because it will should produce my first bit of power. And if it does, then depending on how much it produces, I will be questioning whether it's worth getting the diesel generator anytime soon. So like it's definitely worth getting the diesel generator, but it may be that it's something I get in time. So let's do a test just over here. Let's hope uranium is not dangerous. One, two, three. Should be all the space I need. In fact, more so. Let's just put that over there. Thermoelectric generator in the middle. That can just go there, which isn't going to work. Where does the doubts go? Okay, do I still have the hammer? Yeah, there we go. Facing side, energy input. Good. It's been a while. It has been a while. Should go out from there and into there. I can't see the wire. That's slightly concerning. It's not giving me an output. But that seems to be a reasonable output. And that's not hurting me. And the benefit of this is if I ever upgrade to another energy source, I can just pick up everything here, and the only thing wasted is the stuff that goes into the thermoelectric, which granted isn't overly cheap, but you know. 100,000 flux is a fair bit too. Alright. I think I need the engineer's manual. I don't think I will find what I'm looking for without it. Unfortunately. So... nothing there. Let's just run through the wiring. That's a transformer, multimeter. Nope, none of them. Oops, tools. Okay. That's interesting. Skyhook? Huh. That's awesome. I think that's a new addition. Relatively new addition anyway. That's heavy machinery, it's not what I'm wanting. Okay. Let's do it this way then. Hopefully it's in here. There used to be a block that would tell you the current. So what that was showing me was voltage, which is helpful, but it wasn't what I was looking for. I'm wanting the current. It's a backpack, not wanting that either. Though I will in time. Current transformer. Not what I was wanting. This isn't looking good. There's a chance I've removed the block that I'm looking for. Surely not. Surely I'm just missing something obvious. Unless it's like... No, that's about the recipe I was expecting. Electrum. Sheesh. Alright, let's Google this. Power measurement. Yep, so it is what I'm wanting. Okay. Okay. So realistically, I can't get it. But that seemed to be a reasonably high power generation source. But I can't expand. So that power generation is all I've got. Which, granted, is a fair bit. And something I found out when I was using it a couple of months ago is that your power generation doesn't really matter. What matters is your power saving storage, which is actually very much the same in the real world when talking about personal power generation. The grid's a completely different monster, but for personal power, your storage is the most important aspect. You can have as many solar panels as you want, but if you can't store it, then as soon as the sun goes down, you've lost power. I was watching a video a couple of days ago that said that I've run out of shovels in my hand. That made the comment that the most important part of your storage solution, of your power solution, was your power generation. And I strongly disagree with him. He's an electrician with supposedly 20 years of experience, and a lot of that experience has been in the past couple of years. I need to clear out my inventory. I can get what I need back out later. So this 20 years of experience electrician, 2 of which at least have been in a camper van living off these sorts of systems. So he has a fair bit of experience behind him. So I don't want to throw out what he said, but I have also lived for a time in the back of a van and would actually love to do it again, but it's not actually much of a cheaper option than living in a house. You'll find that your rent is about the same as what you pay for renting it. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. I was unable to continue to do it as much as I wanted to. My point was that I have lived in the back of a van for a little bit, and I found a very different outcome to the one that he stated. So I had no power generation, like no solar panels or anything like that. All I had was storage, and I was able to function for 3 days without any power source. And that's with my TV on, my fridge on, and my lights on 3 days straight without power gen. In theory. And I would only want to do about half of that because anything more would start damaging the batteries, which I obviously don't want to do. So there were some caveats, but I could go for 3 days without power gen. That's pretty awesome. So to me, the most important aspect of a power system is the storage. Now, without power generation, power storage is useless. The fact is, I was not without generation methods. It's just that my method of generation was minimal, lacking. My power generation was running the engine. So the engine in your car provides electricity, produces electricity to charge up your car battery so that you can start your car next time. I had a little device that protected my car battery from the rest of it, so I could drain the rest of the batteries and still start my car. I felt that was pretty important. But when the car was on, if my car battery was fully charged, then it would put all the rest of the power into the batteries at the back. This allowed me to go near indefinitely. Provided I had fuel and could run my engine, I had power. Now, power generation is still important. If I could have had solar panels on the roof, then that would have been a better option than running the car, massively. It's not the be all and end all. You can do things, you can work with minimal power generation and mere storage. But it's a different way of thinking and operating, and there are... Yeah. Where did you come from? Anyone else coming to attack me? That was unexpected. Alright, so what do I do now? I've actually got two power generation sources. One very dodgily set up water wheel that looks dodgy, and one thermoelectric generator, which is effectively a okay. I don't really want to buy either of them. He's not repairing my sword. So yeah, if I have a whole heap of power generation, power storage, then I will be able to run the machinery that I want to run. It's just that I won't be able to run it very often. But if I'm only doing occasional jobs, which is normally my situation, then we'll be okay. So it does mean, for example, that I won't be able to run the mining rig on that sort of power generation. It's just not enough. But I should be able to run a large amount of lighting and that sort of thing. So the question now, the reason I'm hesitating so much is because what I need to do, what I want to do is start moving towards diesel generation to run the diesel generator, which gives me one diesel generator gives me enough power for one mining rig, which gives me a lot of resources. So I obviously want to work towards that. I don't expect to be there soon, but that's where I want to work towards. The issue with that the thing that's holding me back is that if I start producing those sorts of materials in a bad spot, it's going to be very difficult to move. But I guess that's not the case. Alright, let's just do it then. I want to set up over here. Let's turn up the entire audio a bit, and therefore turn down the music a little bit, because I just can't hear the enemies coming. Alright, I'm going to come down here and just see what's happening, because it's been a fair while now. Yeah, none of them have increased, and nothing's produced at the bottom either, so I don't think that bottom level is necessary at all. Anyway, I don't want to do a lot of terraforming. So no, instead, let us grab this. Then I grab the water wheel. and then destroy that. Well, that's not very helpful. Bucket. We do seem to be having water issues here. Get out of my way, cat, please. Oh, there we go. Now I've got water. Yeah, that's not helping, is it? Okay, that's what I was missing. Actually, no, let's leave that with water. Alright, that's my power generation for this plant. And what I want is press. Mechanical press. What's the deployer cost? Electron tube and a brass hand. What's a brass hand? Brass sheet. Do I have any brass left? 9. Okay. Okay. So, let's ponder the brass. Alright, so I need... No, I don't. Is there a gearbox? Good, good, good. So that means not that way. Then I need a shaft. I also need a belt. Actually, that is actually a good point. Funny enough, that is the way I need that. What I might do, let's put that there and just double it back on itself because I've got the belts to work with. Because what that then allows me to do two of them, and desite those things. And take that down. Idea sound, practice was a big dodge. Let us grab shaft. One there, one there, one there, belt and belt. I have a feeling that's going to be too small. No? Supposedly not. Interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it's going to be very slow. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Alright. Actually, given that I need 2 of them. Actually, let's grab that. Build a crafting table here. I need andesite alloy. Alright. And it's 1 brass hand. Of course it is. I legitimately need of these. So this is going to be my railway working system. But obviously right now I don't think you can crush that. I was going to try. I wonder what it will do to it. Ah, path. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Yep. It makes it into a dirt path block. That's really weird. I now have 1 stuck cat. Well, if he didn't get stuck in there... Alright, so I want redstone. I want quartz. I think it's that way. I want 2. Do I have sandpaper still? Enough for at least 1. I think it's that an iron. Might have been an iron nugget, I can't remember actually. Alright, let's try copper. If this doesn't work, we'll ask. No. Sheet. Just to have the hammer on me? I don't want the hammer on me. That's a weird feeling. Let's just throw them through, hey? This is good. And I actually have another compactor as well. We might just run over here. Oops, that's not the one I wanted. I guess that works. I'll just belch from there to there. Andesite casing, 2 of them. That will get me 2 deployers once I've got the brass for the other one anyway. No thank you. So yes, that is a minor issue. Does the chest go on top? It would appear so. Can I have iron nuggets? Now that goes there. That can be broken up because that's slightly off. So I'm just moving this back one. So it's fine for that to be there, but I need this one to be the extended one. Actually, I might do that. I'm just going to break that and put it in the middle instead, because that way it will actually run both ends. On the one belt, which is more efficient. Because now I can put that there. Now I want andesite entrance things. One there. And one there, but you know. Gotta put the chest there first. That's whoops. Grab them. Put all them through there. Do that. Okay, so I was trying to put the thing on there. So what's... No, because I need the brass first. Hello, kitty. So I've already got the other stuff I need for that. So just waiting for the rest of this brass. Once this brass is complete, I can finish that. These cats sit in the weirdest of places and don't die. Tube and Dezite hand. Nope, need the hand first. Alright. It's extremely slow. Now obviously this entire process is going to be very slow. So I need nuggets, iron nuggets, on a slab, on a stone slab of some sort. And then I need it pressed. Alright, so let's go a slab. It said smooth stone. I'm going to try it on cobblestone first, but I suspect it will need stone. Andesite stone or smooth stone. So let's try cobblestone first, but assuming that that will fail. Let's grab nugget. Zinc was the other option, yeah? Yeah. Nugger. Didn't think so. Let's take that one. That is weird. Still not working. Deploy iron or zinc. Deploy iron or zinc. On a stone slab. That is a deployer, yes. On a stone slab. With a zinc nugget. Alright. I would say then that I am not correctly using, as in I don't have the inventory. I didn't realise I could attack mobs. Ah, okay. There we go. Alright, I'm just going to have to pause for a moment, guys. My phone is ringing, and it's the second time, so it's obviously something important. Alright, guys. Sorry about that. Interestingly enough, not so much an important phone call, but I have this weird habit. There's one particular person who rings me and I ignore their phone call pretty much every time it comes through. And not because I'm ignoring it. I just always miss their phone call. And then they ring from their husband's phone and I pick up. It's like legitimately not ignoring their phone call, but I'm not someone who uses my phone a lot. And so the first phone call will bring my attention to my phone, but I'll miss the phone call. Then she'll ring using her husband's phone and I'm already at my phone, and so I pick it up. It's just become a really weird thing. So the first phone call was from her phone, the second was from his, and I missed both. But I then proceeded to immediately ring them back. So anyway, I just find it funny. Alright, and now press it. So what happens now? Okay, so it does pause there. Very good. That should be my first set of rails. Alright, so theoretically I should be finishing in about 5 minutes, but I have not streamed for anywhere near as long as I intended to today. Which isn't the end of the world, but I do want to try and keep that sort of streaming hours up. I do want to be in bed by 7 though, so I do need to move sort of quickly. That's not the wording I meant to use. I need to move quickly to my bed in game. But it's now 5-ish and I want to be in bed in about 2 hours. 3 at the absolute most. I like getting up at 5. I work really well in the mornings. And given that I'm trying to stream in the afternoons, my afternoons are gone, so I'm trying to make the most of my mornings. The problem with this... The cat raced to come and lay on me. The problem with this is that rabbit's foot. There you go. What am I going to do with my rails now that I've got rails? I think what I need to do is possibly even move the entire walkway that I've got here. Maybe I make this a railway and put the walkway on the other side of the river. I'm actually not against that idea, to be honest. No, I want my walkway here. I just need my railway nearby as well. So I could run my rail underground. Like I've already got that, which is wide enough for a rail. But it's supposed to be a walkway, not a rail, so if I build a rail there, I'm going to run myself over, which is probably not a good idea. So I don't want to use that. But what do? I run the rail down here. Because the problem is the rail needs to run next to this building. That's just bare minimum, because my inventory management here, so the idea is once I've got the automation, I'll be setting up I'll be connecting a remote to this rather than to my full storage. And so when I go down into the mine, I'll pick up this remote and I will put everything into here. The train will come, grab the bits and pieces and distribute them to the appropriate factories or back to storage if it's things like dirt, which doesn't need processing. But where do I put the train track? I could put a small second story on here. How did I get up here? Oh yeah. I could put a small second story up there and have a... Actually, I could put an above head rail. That's not so unreasonable. I could run the rail above head up here. I don't know how to do it. Because of the river, because of the creek. The creek is the issue. If I didn't have the creek, there wouldn't be a complaint. So let's just... Alright, the music's reached the end of the thing. So... I want to go for like genre or something. Ah, there we go, genre. Jazz. Let's put on some jazz. In the meantime, create clay factory. Create mod.
Hey guys.
I don't want the person talking because he's going to slow down the process. I don't care about actually I do care about the materials. What's he got? Yes, come on. Come on. I may need to listen to this.
You're definitely going to need some strainers, okay? You're going to need at least 5, or you can make it smaller or bigger, however you want to do it. 5 seems to be working out pretty well. You're going to need 5 strainer bases, you're going to need 5 chutes, some water, some trapdoors.
Sorry, strainers? No. I'm not doing this. Are you telling me?
An encased fan, an andesite funnel, a pressure plate and a chest, and then some building materials. Alright, so let's get right into it. First, we're going to build up a couple blocks and we're finding a way to automate the bulk washing. All right, so this is where the old pressure plate comes into play. We're gonna put that right there to stop the water, and we're gonna add in a water bucket. Now, as you guys can see, is it's going to start washing the clay and the sand, and it's going to turn that into clay, and then we have some clay balls there. Okay, so that's kind of the idea behind it. So if you put it right in here, I'll show you guys one more time. I don't know where it's going. Perfect. So that's going to start washing, and then by the time it's get turned into a clay ball, it should be able to transform into the chest. Perfect, right there. And then the funnel sucks it in. Perfect. All right, so now let's get into automating the sand part of the build here. So we're just going to build up at least 2. It can go a little higher, but I don't there's
I can
no need.
create.
We're going to go there, and then we're going to add in at least 5 chutes.
Okay.
Boom, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. So now we have this room to build with it. Add another block up there just so you can save yourself some time later. Now
I don't know how this guy's. Okay, I'm just going to pause this for a moment. I don't know how this guy's going to do it, but I can create a cobblestone generator, crush the cobblestone, which I believe gives me gravel, crush the gravel to give me sand, and then wash the sand to give me clay. It's inefficient, but it is infinite, and it just takes time.
Okay, so you can just right click on the chutes right there. So the chutes are pretty much going to be pulling everything out from the strainers. Add in a little row of dirt or whatever building block you're using around there, because this is what we're going to need to do to hold in the water. And we'll delete the dirt right after, but we're going to go there. We're going to add in pretty much oak trapdoors all the way around. It's going to kind of help encase. You can use glass, just anything to kind of keep the water from spilling, because it's pretty annoying. Now I want you to shift right click on each block here. Now we add in our strainers. So add in your strainers, just right click, no need to shift. Boom, boom, and boom. Perfect. So now it should already be making the sand. And then by the time we destroy these right here, so it's pretty clean. As you can see, it's like a single block right there. And so now we need to get the sand from over there to over here, and then all we need to do is add in a little water stream, and then I want the water to end right there. Okay, so if you don't have enough room, you can add in like a sign or something, but essentially that's where I want it to end. So while the water's pushing that fast, but there we go, that's how you have it. So now we're going to add in, we're going to take 1 block, 2 block space, third one I want you to place a chest, because that should give us enough time to bulk wash the sand and then put it in there.
Okay. I have not heard or seen a sediment filter. Matches items against a collection of items or other filters. Can be used in filter slots of create components. No. So this sediment filter tutorial is from 2022. I want a written article. No, that's a whole nother mod. Okay, let's continue watching the video then. No, because I don't think that's going to help. No. Alright, what does it... Well, he called it a sediment. No. It is called sediment. Isn't it? Sediment. Well, that would help. No, it wouldn't, apparently. It's just weird. This create mod... Alright. Somebody else has also made the comment on here that they can't find Alright, let me shut this down briefly. It looks like it's one of the Create Editions, as in like one of the extra mods that you can add to it. So we're just going to very briefly edit this. Dice stuff and a digits. Above and Beyond. I haven't seen Above and Beyond. I didn't want to add too many of these because some of them... You don't want to make Minecraft too easy. Like, I'm playing survival. I'm not playing creative for a reason. But I don't want to make it dead simple, dead, like, really difficult either. Like, this clay issue is a serious issue. So I just don't... I would like to increase my ability to collect clay, like with that video that we were watching. Above and Beyond is a mod pack. Okay, so it appears the water strainer is actually the mod. So let's select that, review and confirm, then we'll launch this up. This should fix that particular problem. So as I was saying, I want to be in bed by about 7, 8 at the latest. Actually, 7's a bit early. 8 is more what I'm aiming for. Actually, given how little sleep I got last night, 7 might be the better idea. So 7:30. It'll take me an hour to cook and eat dinner. So let's go for another 15 minutes or so. 15 to 30 minutes, and then we'll call it. That should give me enough time to cook and eat dinner, have a bit of relaxation before going to bed tonight. So I am feeling pretty tired. Alright, now let's look at strainer. Strainer base, yeah, so this is what we were talking. So there's a survivalist, there's a solid, reinforced, fisherman, solid, reinforced. Okay. Interesting. All right. Interesting that you can yeah, okay. Fair enough. That's really expensive. 4 diamonds for an obsidian mesh. Ouch. Alright, in the meantime, let's put this stuff away. Let's put this stuff away. I want dirt. I want bottle. Just doing it in this order to stop grass from growing. Once I've done that outer ring, we'll be fine. But until that outer ring is done, there is a chance of the grass spawning. And we don't want that, so now we can do the rest of this in whatever time we feel like. I'll get this started. Actually, with that, no. I don't think we should use the obsidian one. Like, that's just, the resource requirements are through the roof. It's not worth it. So instead, let's come over here and I'm going to want iron. Which I thought would be so. Assume that's an iron fence, yep. Nope. Let's get 5 of them. Then I want the strainer base, 4 planks, chest, iron bars and hoppers. Let's hope I can use the copper ones. Base. Yep. I couldn't remember for the life of me what the other part was. Okay, so that's not working. That's not working. Rats. Why? I am rather frustrated at the fact that these things can't use the other types of hoppers. It's not the biggest surprise, but it is disappointing. Now over here, since we've already got this, no, we might build another one of these. It'll be further down or something? I must say, I think I will be very glad when I get to steam power. And then we've got power. A touch shy of our max, but anyway. They're going. Now I want a blower, which I actually have all the way over here. Ooh, beehive. Don't remember knowing that was there. I assume I need a pump to extract from a beehive. So anyway, what we're going to do is come over here and grab the washer. It's another phone call. Nah, it can wait. We're only here for another 15-30 minutes. So weird. I never get phone calls. I should have filled that first. And that should be this construction knocked down. And we'll just take that down as well. Right, let's go back up here. I think we'll finish this clay production, make sure it works, and then call it there. That gives us a spot to end on, even if it hasn't been the sort of outcome I was expecting. Give me a shaft. I need a gearbox. I'm running out of shafts again. I had a lot of shafts. One, two, three, four. And I think it's an andesite casing, yeah? Alright, there we go. There's blowing. Now I need one there, one there. Well, that's annoying. But not the end of the world. There we go. Interesting direction for that to go. Alright, now we've got that. Now we just need to build along here the straining system. What was those hoppers made of? Shoot. Iron plates and iron ingots. Of course it is. Yeah, seriously running out of space in my inventory, which is full of a whole heap of stuff that it doesn't really need, but that's beside the point. Grab a bucket of water. See how far that goes. It's 1, 2, 3, too long. Too short, sorry. 1, 2, 3. That should go right up to there. Cool. This is not a particularly hard thing to create. One, two, three, 4, 5. Then we'll get the strainer bases. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Trapdoors. Yeah, okay. So unfortunately we do need that. Then we put the traps down. Then we can put that up there. Pity these aren't auto-loading, but anyway. I need scaffolding. It's one short. The problem with this is it's coming up with more than just sand. Which I guess isn't a problem. Let's just have a look at this. Okay, can I grab some sand? I don't think this will work, but for the sake of it, all right. Andesite funnel there. Okay. Okay, now it's working. Go figure. And that's going to pick it up before it turns into... Yep. That should turn into clay. So the only problem with this system is that it will produce more than just clay. But it's not bad stuff. It's just arguably not as valuable as the stuff I put into it. So the biggest problem is if I put it's only 120 items. And yeah, it's dirt cheap, but it's still 120, it's only 120 items. Yeah, I don't know. If I had to put a big cog on there, then a small cog, I'll double my rotation. It's not worth it. Actually, no, it is worth it. Let's fix this up. I want one funnel. I don't want all the iron or that or that or that or that or that or that. You know what? I think I did want the shaft, but anyway. Alright, so I want one chest. Cog. Plank. Belt. And shaft. I think that's all I want. If I put that and that there, that's a biggin. Now I want a small, which I believe has to be diagonally. Yep. Now we'll do the vertical. Then what we'll do, I need 2 belts. Okay. I wanted that. So just moving this entire machine over by one block. And while the tutorial creator said I shouldn't do this, I actually don't think there's any issues with it. Because I'm putting a backing plate effectively onto it. Now let's get that running. The guy was right. Not the end of the world. That's why we test these things. Ah. Let's rotate the direction of spinning, and that fixes the issue. It'll be picked up before it's converted. In fact, it's not converting. Alright, well, we have another issue then. Well, that worked. Watch these get converted to clay, or not. The clay seems to be just disappearing. The cat just likes sitting on top of the chest. Alright. It's not picking up any sand whatsoever. Okay, so that's an output. If you shift click it, it's an input. Alright, let's throw that into there. That races down there, comes to here. It starts getting blown along. It supposedly gets picked up while it's still sand, unfortunately. Well, at least it's still sand. Like, it's not the end of the world if it stays as sand. Because I'll collect the sand and I'll put it in yeah, so I've converted most of it. Alright, there is another machine. So we've now got a collection of machines going. We've run out of iron nuggets here, which is reasonable. Let's turn these into them. Alright. And we'll start producing more tracks. Train casing needs sturdy sheets and brass casing, which is expensive, but sturdy sheets needs lava to be poured onto powdered obsidian and then pressed twice, which is just something I don't have the stuff for, but realistically shouldn't take too long. Why have we got a low end here? Alright, we have finished what I set out to finish, so let's just call it there. Put all the rest of this stuff back in there. Go back home, and it's the end of the day. So I'll go back home and go to sleep. I think we go to sleep. And next time I play, which will probably be Saturday, because I am trying to get other things done. But I don't know. We may find that I'm here another day earlier. But for now, it'll be Saturday before I'm back. And we will deal with it. And we will, further our create. Possibly building some buildings now that we've got 2 methods of creating clay. So we shall see. Alright. Thank you very much for being with me today, watching me. Hopefully we'll start seeing some improvement in like the write-up on the channel, edited videos, things like that, but don't necessarily expect it anytime soon. I have a lot of things that I want to be doing, and it's about medium on the priority list. and it's looking like I might need to get another day job just to pay the bills, so I'll be left with even less time. We'll see how that goes. All right. Thank you very much for joining me. Stay safe, stay healthy. I will see you on Saturday, if not earlier. Enjoy the rest of your evening.